Yeah, what's up, man? This is Triple B Based Boxing Basement for the funds. I thought I'd do a little video. Why bother? Why bother sometimes, I think. But yeah, so we was looking at so what boxing's happened, you know. And they had Regis Prograis beating, I think his name is Zoria. I mean, honestly, yet another. I quite like Prograis because he comes out to Rougarou. Rougarou is some French Louisiana myth, apparently, of a werewolf type creature, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that little local kind of color thing. But you know, I mean, I didn't watch all the fight because it was mainly whack. But I watched a bit, and people say Zoria won easily. You know, the scorecards were outrageous. It might be the man's back town, but the scorecards were outrageous. Like, two had him huge to Rougarou. And the problem is, this is not. It's not like this is a random event with a bad decision. This is regular for every single big fight. You know, the promoter's fighter in their backyard will get given like 5 yards or so. 5 rounds. You know, in front, and it's no good, man. It's no good. You know, again and again, you watch boxing, it goes the distance. Why do all these big fights go the distance? Well, there's no rhetorical questions. Yeah, on the Triple B channel, I've said that many times. There's no rhetorical questions because both fighters know if it goes a distance, yeah, if there's some kind of question about who won, they can get a rematch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what they fight for now. You know, you get like Hearns Hagler, Hearns Leonard, any Mike Tyson fight. You know, people are going to knockout blood. You know what I'm saying? Even what's Jay LaMotta, Laurent Dautil. Yeah, he knocked him out in like 13 seconds before the end of the 15th round. That's how desperate they are for the knockout, the conclusive win, the KOs. Now they're just like, no, man. You know, and that's part of the De La Hoya, the Mayweather era. You know, that's when it started to change. Vladimir Klitschko in the heavyweights. Evander Holyfield started to grab all the time, but at least they went for stoppages. You know, they went for stoppages. Even though it wasn't exciting, but you know, and this is modern boxing. How many times? Well, I got complain every week about this shit. Yeah, and what were the fights? You know, before there are 2 women's fights: Ginny Fuchs, fuck Ginny Fuchs, and then Ramla Ali. Now, the Triple B will call a spade a spade. I don't mind calling a spade. And I will say, you know, I'm not a big fan of women's boxing. Mainly because it's 2-minute rounds. The fights you get a whack. There's zero talent, but it's getting pushed on us. However, I'm willing to say something was a decent fight. What's his name? Serrano Taylor. I mean, even though I was laughing at how whack it was, the arm punches. You just throw like shoe shine arm punches. This Ramla Ali. She's meant to be the next big women's star. You know, she's feminine for once. She's feminine. She's quite pretty if you're into oil drilling. You know, if you're an oil driller, then yeah, she's pretty, and she's got a white oil drilling boyfriend who's quite good looking. Yeah. And you know, they're preparing her to be a big star. She's from Somalia as well, so there's a story that she went to escape war and all this kind of nonsense. They make these things up, man. They make these things up. And they look after people that they know they can make money of, and they start a PR story. So that's all it is. But yeah. So Ramla Ali fought some woman called Guzman. I think she's from Mayco. I'm not sure, because I didn't check, and you know, I mean, I don't care, but Guzman ironed her out. And she had her over early on. Now, the fight was actually quite entertaining. I mean, Ali had a few skills, even though she's an arm puncher. Guzman was coming forward for any big shots. I'm not going to say it wasn't entertaining. It was, but it's still low quality, right? And that's what you got to bear in mind. It shouldn't be such an important contest, you know. And what you got, Ali got put down, and then she got flattened. And for some reason, the ref is like, he counts her out on like 4. He picks up the count after she's been down for 1 second. It's already 4 or 5. It was very bizarre, but she was done anyway. She was cooked, man. She was food blood. And Guzman was eaten. All right, heartily. But yeah, Ramla Ali got flattened, and I didn't. I can't believe I watched it. You know, to be honest, because you can't be asked with the women's boxing, but yeah, poor old Ali. I don't know, man. Look ugly. You know, she's quite a pretty girl, quite feminine, especially if you're into oil drilling, and to see this woman get absolutely flattened, which so rarely happens in women's boxing. How often do you get a stoppage, especially like that? Well, you don't very often. Yeah, and you know, Ali was flattened. It wasn't just a weak stoppage. It was, I've been ironed out. And I felt a bit sorry for her. You know, no doubt her white boyfriend, oil driller, is consoling her. But I mean, you know, listen, she can't take a shot. She can't take a punch. And I wish they'd stop pushing this women's boxing. When it gets good enough. I mean, right, so there was a Wrexham team of old timers who were retired who beat a USA women's team 12-0 recently in a 7-side competition. Local teams of under 15-year-old boys in Australia and USA beat their national teams. This is how different, right, the levels are. And with boxing it's different. I mean, at least with soccer, especially in America, you know, women play it a lot, but not that many women box. And why are you pushing us, these slags, these brasses like Ebony Bitches, Shanna Courtney, you know, trying and people like Darren Beavis and Butthead Barker. Oh, every time they throw a shot, oh, beautiful jab. No, it's not a beautiful jab. It's just a fucking jab, blood. It's just a jab, and it landed vaguely. You know, and as they shoe shine and arm punch their way through. Women have got quite strong legs. You understand me? So the MMA I can understand more, right? And you have to respect people that go to the cage because the size of the gloves, the elbows, all this kind of thing. But they have strong legs, women, but they can't compete with upper body strength, and it's just tragic. It's pathetic. Obviously it's part of an agenda. We're all the same, we can all do the same things, we can be women's, we can be man's. It's bullshit, man. You gotta look beneath the surface. But yeah, Ramla Ali got cooked and should be going back to her blonde oil driller. Anyway, peace in the Middle East.